Hi, I'm the Recruiting Maven. Welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is, why haven't you heard back from the recruiters after you have applied? And you've probably updated your resume appropriately, included some great buzzwords. Maybe you've even contracted a professional resume writer to bring your resume to a higher level. And so you're still not getting that kind of response that you would like to see. And to be perfectly honest, I see a lot of applicants that are not qualified, simply put, and I think that that's the biggest issue that I come across with applicants, that they just are not qualified. And I know that there was quite some time ago, in the very near past, where people would say, well, just apply, you never know, and you're dreaming big. And I'm one very much a proponent of positive thinking. I think that sometimes you can certainly elevate yourself and your career with that positive thinking and visualization. But at the end of the day, you are where you are today. And some companies, to be perfectly frank, don't have the budget to be able to take your skill sets and train you. Yes, transferable skills are great. A lot of times sales, people in sales think that they could just sell anything. And that, I think that is very true. I was actually trained traditionally as a salesperson. However, that doesn't mean I would be able to do pre and post software sales. It would take me a while to ramp up. And so timing also comes into play, where a company may not have the time for you to ramp up and get up to speed. Recently, in my last contract, I was sitting next to this wonderful, very experienced salesperson, and she had worked with some major firms, and she was brought on board to essentially sell a product that she had absolutely no knowledge. It took her about 1.5 years and a tremendous amount of dedication, coming in early, staying in very late. And so that's the type of commitment a lot of times that even companies cannot afford you, because there's so many restrictions with products and liabilities and patents and just a lot of things that go involved in that process of training you. And the company may not have a formal, quote unquote, formal training department, for that product. And of course, they could be small companies, so they may not. Of course, they wouldn't have a budget for that. One of my all-time favorite is serial applicants. They apply to everything and anything that's on my platform. And by my platform is, I get handed a set of jobs, maybe 20, 30 rec loads of various types. It could be IT focused. It could be just a general, what they call infrastructure. So it could be anywhere from an administrative assistant to a security guard to, anything and everything under the sun. So you get one person who's just applying to every single thing, and I look at the resume and they're not even qualified for anything. I even try and be kind and search for maybe transferable skills, but that causes a backlog for me, because if I'm viewing your resume, I'm taking time away from somebody else that I could be really engaging in an interview and moving them through the process. So you're just kind of a bottleneck to me. I'm not taking away from that human factor, but let's be honest. Now I'm taking time to view your resume, where somebody who is qualified, now you're compromising my time. And there's certain industries that's just not going to jive. That's just not going to flow well. And things, I'll make a note on the applicant tracking system saying, hey, this person is continuously applying for positions that they're not even qualified for. So maybe you've been selling shoes and now you want to be a software engineer. Well, okay, so notwithstanding, maybe you just recently acquired, that skill set, maybe you've just graduated with that degree, you still need to apply to something that's appropriate. I want to see some internship experience for you then to bring you on board and get you into that entry-level software engineering position. I've actually had candidates who have turned down $98,000 a year fresh out of school, software engineer, a particular software engineer that I'm thinking about, and he just thought he could, you know, continue negotiating for higher and higher salary, and as it turned out, he ended up 3 months later taking a job that was $20,000 less because he didn't, fresh out of college, no experience, and we kept telling him, listen, you should take it. You should definitely take the $98,000 fresh out of college. This is a good deal. And, just things weren't, clicking in his mind. So I'm here to assist you as well. I want to make sure that if I do reach out to you and I'm asking you questions about your resume, that I'm just verifying and, validating that you do have that skill set. So say you're a Java developer, how much percentage of your day were you developing in Java? And I'm also looking for you, not just in that summary section, because I really don't look at that summary section, and give it much weight, because if, say, you were at X company and your summary says, yes, I was a Java developer, but it's not listed in that more recent position, then I'm going to ask you, really, were you recently developing in Java? And if so, how much of your day, what percentage of your day were you dedicating to that Java development? That's where things get a little tricky, right? Are you qualified or are you not qualified? And I start to look at who you are and your level of integrity, not just based on what's written in that resume, but really what you're conveying to me as well. So I know, we're always striving to be better, to get that better job, more pay. We have families to support, and we have all of those obligations, which are, of course, I have all of those obligations myself. So I'm not discounting any of that. However, I want you to definitely just lay it out very simply for me. And in particular, that is my style, where, I embellish, but lying is a very different thing altogether, right? So I'm here to support you. I'm here to answer any questions you may have, any concerns. I want to continue having sessions like this with you, certainly anecdotal ones. I certainly had some really interesting experiences that I thought I would write in a book at some point, but I think vlogging about it would be much easier and faster, and I think much more fulfilling. And I'm certainly one to enjoy a good giggle. I think that's important in the enjoyment of life in general. So please leave your comments below. I will continue our conversations at least twice a week, uploading my videos, and I look forward to seeing you again. Thanks so much. Have a great day.